From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And now Herbert a little unsure of things, so he's going to go ahead and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Flush to his right. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Herbert. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley, from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley able to punch this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
The tackle by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Block working out of the gun. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay taking it in. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
At the 41-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Get the connection there. It's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and now it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Herbert. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll get it down to the plane of the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now a throw to the left sideline, and he's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Linval Joseph breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
3rd down.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On the return, it's King. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, here's Locke. The slant completes to Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 75 yards. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after after, able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of
now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
That's the score. Chargers 17. Broncos.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw again. Lock. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Locke. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 49 yards, as they have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert rolling to his right. That's into the hands of Eckler. That catch good for only a couple.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Broncos 21.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, certainly a key moment in this game. Trailing by 3, 4th quarter, with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory.
A
big play there for the Broncos on third. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. On 2nd down, Eckler. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. That's a gain of 6.
It's Eckler again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And they're able to spike it in time. And they are in range for a field goal that could win this football game. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries, or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.